Welcome to the Week 4 review of the SportsCast Fantasy Football League. We've been forgetting to give honor to whom honor is due, so without further ado, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the SportsCast, the best podcast in all of America, and to the geekdom on which it reports, one galaxy, under Palpatine, with tyranny and oppression for all.
Thanks, Eric, for getting us kicked off. And now for this week's results. Beginning with the expected blowout, Sith NES Tecmo Super Bowlers versus Canton Panic Zone. With Darth Vagan's 3-0 record coming into this matchup and Pete's Panic Zone's propensity to post the least points twice in the first 3 weeks, we expected to see a bashing in the northern United States.
For which Pete rants.
But just when you thought it was safe to pick a favorite, Steven Jackson put up an amazing 24 fantasy points, while maniacal Marion the Barbarian is limited to 8 carries in Irving.
Oh, good, because I was going to start swearing at some of these people.
But don't get too excited, Pete. Monday night made all the difference with 12 points from Santonio Holmes. Darth Vagan's Tecmo Bowlers remain undefeated with a 108-105 win. Bespin Kings versus Tashi Station Monkey Lizards.
Listen to them, they're dying, R2. Curse my metal body, I wasn't fast enough, it's all my fault.
No quarterback, no tight end, and Bespin King still managed to soar into the lead. Without much help from his defense, negative points for 2 weeks straight, Jorbex must be thinking he's jinxed by now. Lady Luck was certainly with Lando this week as the Kings emerge victorious, 99-52. Indoor Ingenious Bipeds versus iLobot. With some last-minute adjustments, the Ewoks eked out a pretty point total this Sunday. Disco Dancing Lobot was caught in overconfidence and unaware. He should have remembered, never assume cute means harmless. While it's not as bad as it could have been for iLobot, this one ends in a tie at 87. Mad Motti's NickelBacks versus Darth Maulers. Again, the arrogant Admiral sneers in the face of a Dark Lord of the Sith, and again he pays the price. But it'll cost more than 5 cents to bail him out this time. Motti is mauled by Terry's team, 91-52. Darth Elvis's versus Ryan's Raging Rancors. Jedi Schwa is delving too deeply in the dark side, and it shows. Putting all his faith in a broken nose and a swollen elbow with injury-ridden Carson Palmer, he neglects to use, fresh out of retirement, Brett Favre wearing a uniform nearly as old as himself. Maybe Schwa's Elvises need to rejoin the Jedi and leave the Darth behind. With 35 points on the bench, Schwa sacrificed this week's win to Ryan's Rancors in an 84-67 inferno. McLovin's Modal Nodes versus Trandosha Trojans. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, bye bye. Both teams left empty slots because of the bye week, but with neither holding a strong advantage, it's the Biff that beat Bosk in a Monday night deciding 75-61 win. Obi-Wan's Wampas versus Baltimore Spaceballs. Brad thought it was about time to put one in the W column, and he was right. By bringing in some backup strength, the Wampas whomped the Spaceballs in an abominable struggle. Final score, 73-57. And in the final matchup, Darth Hirsch's Dex Diner versus the Mandalorians. Not much to say about this week's final plays. The four-armed prospector turned short-order chef made short work of the menacing Mandalorians this week. Wishing for 34 points from Hines Ward on Monday night, Halo Hawk knew he was defeated by Monday morning, 89-61. And that about wraps up Week 4. The Tecmo Bowlers joined the likes of the Rancors and Dex Diner with a weekly high score of 108.
Water strong with this one.
And thanks to Jorbex for joining me in sharing the Hall of Shame this week with the Monkey Lizards and NickelBacks' pitiful 52 points each. I'm Shaz Bazaar for the SportsCast Fantasy Football League.